Okay. Roman Reigns is set to be the new face of the WWE. So let's figure out where they went wrong. Let's go back a couple years. Remember the Shield? Everyone freaking loved the Shield. They were like the reincarnation of the NWO. It made wrestling cool for a while. It popped the crowd. The crowd was really going for it. It kind of dovetailed off after they kind of screwed over Punk. You know, it worked. It was a great stable. They put on phenomenal matches. They did great promo work. Even my wife would joke, here's how their promos went. Ambrose did a paragraph. Rollins, a couple sentences. Reigns, catchphrase. And it worked. If you watch their matches, you know, they would do this chaotic bit, hot tag to Reigns. Reigns, crowd pops, goes nuts. Reigns hits a couple big moves. Superman punch, drive-by drop kick, a big spear, triple power bomb, 1, 2, 3, crowd's happy. Awesome feud with the Wyatts, could win another month. You know, with the crowd just on their feet. All of a sudden, Roman Reigns was front and center against Bray Wyatt. Great. What's next? Freaking Evolution comes back. Amazing series of matches. Probably could have gone a little bit longer, but Dave was like, hey, this sucks. I'm out. You know, things were going well. They break up the Shield. Okay. Rollins, Ambrose, boom. Blood feud goes forward. Went a little bit longer than it should have. Authority, hardcore against Reigns. Like, you're not going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. This, that, and the other thing. All right. Okay. I'm cool with that. He was in the championship ladder match. Awesome. He doesn't get it. All right. Not a big problem, not a problem. He then gets into a fatal four-way. So he's, you know, Ambrose and Rollins had this phenomenal feud. Booked well. Great. People loved it. Reigns in the main event. Okay. Well, not bad. And I was like, Well, then they started going for the kind of the feud with Orton Reigns at SummerSlam. And it was not good. What Reigns did at WrestleMania this year, that should have been the match he had with Orton. And at this time, Orton he was in cruise control. He was like, you know, I'm going to put on like a 3, 3.5. Orton has the ability, if he wants to, he could put on 4 or 5-star match. He's just like, this is the 3. 2.5, maybe 3.5. I'm just kind of phoning it in. Wins. Reigns is over. All right, great. Reigns is going to take on Rollins, Night of Champions. Hernia. Out. Then wins Superstar of the Year. He had a great first quarter, an okay second quarter. His third quarter and fourth quarter were just bad. So he won it for having the best half of a year, when technically Ambrose probably could have taken it and would have been a lot better. And then Reigns took on Big Show. Because that's what gets you over, taking on Big Show. And then they put the mic in front of him. Now around these suffer and succotash times. And during his feud with the Big Show, he utters the line, you constantly remind us that you're a giant. You know who didn't remind us he was a giant? Andre the Giant. And he looked into the camera like, wait. Dang it. Like, whoever was writing the lines for him, I guess, did not read the lines out loud. Because when you say, you know what reminds me he was a giant? Andre the Giant. The phrase, the giant, is what you say with his name. No one called him Andre. He was Andre the Giant. When you say his name, you incorporate the phrase, the giant. Telling everyone that he is a freaking giant. And most of their matches were just horrible. Has Reigns actually put on a great match with Big Show? Yes. Yes, he has. But around the time that Rocket was strapped to his back, he wasn't quite there. And then he wins the Royal Rumble. The Rock couldn't save him. You know what helped him out? Frickin' snowstorm. Paul Heyman had to sell the WrestleMania main event by himself. Brock doesn't talk. Reigns barely talks. Heyman had to be the mouthpiece for both sides of the feud. He was also in that Bray Wyatt was taking on The Undertaker. Taker's not going to be here, so I have to do all of the promo work. And Paul, freaking amazing. Paul, in the, you come from like a Samoan badass lineage promo, was just perfect. It's almost like when Paul was done saying that, it's like he wanted to look at the camera and be like, Vince, this is how you book this guy. Look at this guy. Long flowing hair. He is a sexy man. He is in tremendous shape. He is he was the juggernaut of the Shield. You had the lunatic, the architect, and the juggernaut. Book him like a freaking juggernaut. You know what you do? Go back and watch. You just go back and watch? You watch Goldberg. Goldberg, no promos. Goldberg, catchphrase. Show up, whoop the crap out of somebody, leave. If you want something more, maybe kind of like Austin. Austin, when he cut promos, they were yelling, screaming, in-your-face promos. He didn't cut a lot of them. He didn't need to. Instead, he would cut a bit of a promo, walk to the ring, beat the crap out of somebody, punch, kick, stunner, middle finger, middle finger, middle finger, and leave. Crowd went nuts. He never overstayed his welcome. Reigns is still not good on the mic. In the Shield, he was the guy who did the catchphrase and he was the hot tag. So he had short, explosive matches. If you watch how he wrestles, all of his moves are explosive moves. He doesn't have a submission move. He doesn't have any real catch style. He's got a couple of good throws. He's got some good strikes. He is a boom, boom, boom. Here's my heavy shots. That's the way he wrestles. You can work around that. When you fuse Bray Wyatt, their Hell in a Cell was an amazing PG Hell in a Cell. And Bray won. Reigns won, but Bray looked strong. They both looked good going into that. It felt like a blood feud. Perfect. It began as a Bray, you're fighting Reigns. Why? Anyone but you? I read it on a comment board somewhere. The IWC is going to channel themselves through you, Bray, to take on Roman Reigns. And Roman is going to lose every now and then. Just fine. You're going to have 6-man matches. You know what's going to happen? Reigns, you're going to team with Ambrose, because everyone loves Ambrose, and you're going to lose. But one-on-one, when there's no shenanigans, you're going to put an amazing match with Bray. And Reigns can put on an amazing match. Daniel Bryan, great match. This match with Lesnar, much better than anybody's probably ever going to give it credit for, because it had Roman Reigns in the main event. The Fatal 4-Way they did, great. He's put on really solid matches with Big Show, with Rusev. Just keep him away from Kane. Kane, super soft. I understand why they had him face Daniel Bryan. Kane doesn't injure anybody. But, no. Reigns needs to have real, legitimate competition. Reigns needs to not talk on the microphone a tremendous amount. During the build to WrestleMania, that's when we had the people who hate me hate their lives. No. I just liked Roman Reigns when he was in the Shield. You still wear the same gear. You come out to the same music. There's just no initials being said beforehand. You wrestle pretty much the exact same style. But, suffering succotash. Paul Heyman couldn't have made that promo work. You didn't say who was a giant? Honor the Giant. CM Punk and Paul Heyman fused together with like Dragon Ball earrings would not have made that promo work. Then Survivor Series. Everyone knows it's Reigns. This is Reigns' time. People had accepted it. Some people are like, you know what? Hey, Turn one of them heel so you get a feud going. Run with it. Rushed finish. A match that should have been a lot better. They had better interactions during the Fatal 4-Ways. They had better interactions in other matches than they had in a main event match. So they're booking the, oh, he just can't even win the big one. Okay. Worked well with Jericho, because Jericho's not a giant individual. I tower over Jericho. He's not a super big dude. Makes sense. Daniel Bryan. I am bigger than Daniel Bryan. You can do an underdog with Daniel Bryan because he's physically smaller than everyone else in the ring. Rey Mysterio. You can't do it with John Cena. John Cena's jacked. He's freaking huge. He's a 15-time champion. You don't underdog a 15-time champion. So they do now. Well, what are face ideas? We're going to have you cut a long-winded promo in Chicago. This isn't boring. This is real life. You get that in Chicago. Did Vince not know this is Chicago? We're a hostile crowd. You put him out there for a long period of time, and he loses his place? Nope. Nope. His best promo against Bray Wyatt, walks down the ring. Hell in a cell. Drop the mic, leave. Perfect. That is a Roman Reigns thing. He needs 1 to 2 sentences. When it came time for that bit with the Authority and Sheamus, he should have come down to the ring and would be like, listen here, you albino lobster, I want my rematch tonight. And then when H was like, well, you're not getting your rematch. Have him grab Mike. I won't hit a woman, but I'll break your man in half. And then hit Triple H. There you go. And then that have him just, like he hit the Miz in the face, just do that. You know, have him Superman punch Triple H, leave the ring. Now all of a sudden, H is pissed. Now all of a sudden, H comes down to, now all of a sudden, if you want to have Rusev jumping from behind then, throw him in the ring for a beatdown behind the 2 heels, perfect. H can be on the other side of the ring, walk him in, oh, you want him? You want him? You get him in a TLC match. And you're taking on Rusev tonight. Great. I thought the bit at the end of Raw where he beat down Rusev, already tired. Barrett brought in a chair. Well, Reigns took the chair and began to beat Rusev, Barrett, and he held Sheamus off with the steel chair. I'm cool with the guy using the steel chair. And then he cut a promo, more or less kind of saying, you've got my title. That's good. That's short. That's to a point. That's a very simple narrative. That's how you make Roman Reigns work. You go back and you go, okay, we need to look at the people who were physical, bad A's, and we're going to put him with very limited mic skills. You've got prototypes for that. You do. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar without Paul Heyman, he could cut the weird, goofy promo because no one was going to be like, look at that idiot. He'd be like, look at the it. Is he looking at me? He's the scariest man I've ever seen in my entire life. Benoit, limited promo skills. Didn't need to. He was a machine in the ring. Goldberg. Super jacked dude. Just tore through people in short matches. Catchphrase. That's how you make Roman Reigns work. If you want to have him be the guy facing the Authority, great, cool. It also worked well with Sting, too. You could have his music hit, have him looking into the crowd, have him come down from the non-hard camera side, have him Superman punch somebody, or have him sneak in the ring, Superman punch one person, and then leave. Have him slide in the ring, spear somebody, leave. Have him be the big hired gun who knows he's outnumbered. He's going to hit and run these guys. Have somebody walking in the back and be like, all right, you guys seen Reigns? Out of nowhere, Superman punched somebody or spear somebody into one of the garage doors in the back. Have Reigns whoop the daylights out of people in really short, explosive fashion. You don't need to have him in the ring being the one guy, Superman punching everybody on the apron. No, no, no. You have him do short, explosive matches. You have his promos be short, explosive promos. People will get behind the big super jack guy who is like, you're putting obstacles in front of me? I'm blowing through them. But you know what he's not going to do? He's not going to get them on the mic and be like, Triple H, Sheamus, Stephanie, Barrett, Rusev, you guys trying to hold me down. But I'm doing my entire life. Being 6'6" and 295 pounds, just jack chiseling this. Look at this jaw. Look at this jawline. I'm an amazing specimen of a man. Tossed my long flowing hair back. Look at the women. Women love me. I'm a gorgeous man. I've always had problems connecting with people. Because they've always tried to hold me down because I'm such an amazing physical specimen. No. You don't have him do that. You have him just beat the crap out of people in the ring. I would have him attack other people too. Have him attack other heels. So then they cannot get in his way. Do it short and to the point. He should start, the Authority should start a promo. Reigns should come down to the ring. First thing he should do, he should hop that barricade. He should look in the ring. He should grab a microphone and a chair. Or just grab a chair. And get in that ring with the chair. And he should clean house with the chair and not hit anybody. Just have him clean house with the chair. And just have him get a hold of that mic and just have him just call out one person. He'd be like, Rusev, tonight. Just like throw the mic down. Or Barrett, you're mine. Just throw the mic down. That's it. Just short to the point. No long-winded 20-minute. This is real life. This isn't boring. No, no, no. Just short to the point. You're trying to push this to kids who have no attention span. Short to the point. Impactful. Done. Now that way when he wins the title at Royal Rumble and he's heading his way towards WrestleMania, it's not going to matter. You're going to put him in matches that are going to be short and explosive. Do a longer main event? Sure, do a longer main event. That's fine. Most of his matches should be... book it like it's a Divas match. His match should be less than 5 minutes. So these should be short, explosive matches. He can still get in all of his moves. In fact, you know what? Don't get in all of his moves. Hold a couple of moves back for your main events, for your pay-per-views or network specials. Have him hit the 3 that people want to see him hit in short matches against people who are of less consequence. Then you have him face one of the guys from the Authority. Maybe he wins, maybe he loses. Doesn't matter. It's going to be a short, impactful match. You cover the negatives by accentuating the positives. Done. That's how you book him. Period. Ambrose can cut a fantastic promo when you don't write for him. Ambrose threw out there, I want to have breakfast for dinner. I want to place Michael Cole with a fish tank. That makes no sense, but Ambrose's character is perfect. He is the crazy guy who's going to say weird things. Roman Reigns is not the big goofy guy. Goofy with Ambrose? Sure. By himself goofy? No. He should be short, direct, to the point.